This seminar will go through things around the test to ensure that on the day of the exam, you perform to your level, right? Because a lot of students, if you get lucky, you might perform above your level. That's fantastic. That's excellent. For a lot of students, unluckily, you might perform below your level, okay? So this booklet, this seminar essentially is going through how to minimize your chances of performing below your level on the day, okay? So pick and choose what you think is suitable for you, and then you just kind of go according to that. Yeah? Okay, so let's start off with I've broken this down into 3 sections, right? So I'll finally use the board here. So the 3 sections I'll use is, so number 1, so pre-exam. Number 2 is during. And number 3 is post-exam. So that just means after your exam. The most detailed one will be the pre-exam. The during one will have a lot of tips as well. The post, there's like 1 or 2 things, nothing major, right? Because once the exam's finished, it's finished. So the first thing we'll do is what we'll go into is essentially your diet. So what you want to eat in the days leading up to it, right? So 2 things. One is ensure that your body gets enough energy, right? And the secondly is pretty much avoiding things that will get you sick, all right? So most of you, with your parents cooking at home, you should, as I said, you should be fine. As long as you don't skip meals, you don't go hungry, you don't like go a full day without eating, you should be fine. Essentially, you think of it as like you're stocking up. You're stocking up all your nutrients, your proteins, your sugars, your fats, everything you need, all those nutrients, you want to stock up on it before the exam so that on the day, your body, it's like fuel, it's like petrol in a car. You need it to have enough, you want to stock up enough so that when you have to concentrate for like pretty much 4 hours in one go, you have enough fuel or energy there to allow you to do that. So what I would recommend is going through carbohydrate-rich foods. So essentially that will get you a lot of carbohydrates, will store a lot of energy. And also, if you do a lot of exercise, make sure you eat a lot of protein foods, otherwise you might feel sore because your muscles won't repair as fast. That's if you do a lot of exercise. But essentially the second thing, which is also very important, is making sure that you avoid eating foods that have high risk. So obviously raw fish, stuff like that, although in most places they prepare it fine, pretty much you'll be fine, you won't get sick, but you want to just avoid it because, you know, out of 100 times, 1 time you might get sick. So for example, or even 1 in 30 times you might get sick. So what that means is if one person in this room essentially eats that, right, one of you will be sick from it. And pretty much for something as big as the selective test, which you've been preparing so long for, you don't want to fall sick on the day of the exam. So you want to avoid it, right? And even if you get sick like a week before, although you'll recover, like vomiting, diarrhea, like for 2 days, like a week before the exam is not the best way to go. So 2 things, make sure you get enough energy, like just eat a lot of fruit, vegetables, meats if you're not vegetarian, eat a lot of carbohydrates, and then also avoid things that you can get sick. So like sashimi, like if you've dropped like spoons on the floor, don't use them, like things like just common stuff.